Being alone doesn't mean you're lonely. What if I told you that you were never allowed to be by yourself and you always had to be with people all day? You would probably get tired of them and would want your space, right? But that's just some small shit. It goes way deeper than that. So before we get into the video, just take 10 seconds to think of the reason why you clicked on this video or why you're staying to watch. Just close your eyes real quick and think about it. Alright, cool. Now roll up, get some snacks or whatever you gotta do, and let's get straight into it. Why alone time matters. In your everyday life, there's always a constant noise. Whether it's family stuff, your friends, somebody beefing with somebody else, or just somebody blowing your phone up all day. There's a lot of research out there that shows that meditation is a good way to deal with anxiety, depression, maybe you have anger issues, or you just need to clear your mind out. If you don't believe me, just try it. Meditation can mean a million different things. It could be sitting in your room with the lights off and just listening to music. It can also be smoking with one of your friends and having a good conversation. Meditation comes in all kinds of variants. As long as you are vibrating at a higher frequency in the moment and genuinely are understanding yourself, your emotions, and reflecting, then you're doing great. Me personally, my favorite way of meditating is just hopping in the shower, light up a candle, play some music, and just really reflecting, thinking about the things that happen throughout my day, new business ideas, and thinking of ways that I can do better. What happens when you spend time with yourself? You start to get a deeper understanding of yourself. You get in tune with your emotions, and it makes you feel like you got life figured out. And that's what I love about being alone the most. It's nobody around, just you and your thoughts. There's nobody to criticize you except for yourself. There's nobody to impress. There's nobody judging you, which is very important for self-reflection. How can you self-reflect when you're always with people? You're never spending time to get to know yourself when you're literally your own best friend. Nobody knows you how you know yourself. So get to know yourself and treat yourself how you would treat your daughter or your son if you had to teach them something or help them understand an emotion. Can we really just take the time to appreciate this box look? Reagan on the first hit, Galil on the second. Some people think being alone is the worst thing ever because they have a bunch of negative thoughts that are weighing them down. That's the first step. You have to change your belief on being alone. Don't sit in your room in bed or out watching reels all day. Get up and talk to yourself in your head and think of ways you can improve yourself. You don't have to talk down on yourself to change the way you think, even though that works for some people. You can start off small by being critical of yourself, thinking positive thoughts, eating some breakfast in the morning, or even just making your bed. And then eventually build up to the point where you can recognize something that needs a change and simply get up and go do it. One thing that helps me a lot with motivation is in my head I tell myself 1, 2, 3 and go, and then I just get up and start doing whatever I didn't want to do. Another positive thing about being alone and tapped in with your emotions is no one's words can hurt you because you are your biggest critic. You know the things that are truth and you know the things that are a lie. I don't care that somebody told you you ugly. I can promise you are fine to somebody. If that person can't see that, then who cares, because that's not what you want in your life anyways. How meditation builds structure. Think of meditation like you're about to go to the gym. You're working out your mind and your mental awareness. The problem is, a lot of people get lost trying to find themselves. What do you do when you're trying to figure out something new? You think about all the different ways you can go about things. Being alone and meditating makes you way more decisive. You obviously won't feel the effects right away, but things like that take time. You have to really take care of yourself because mental health is one of the biggest things people struggle with in 2025. It all starts with having those talks with yourself. Going back to the many different ways of meditating. A lot of people think that meditating is a lengthy process where you have to go to a temple and be with the monk and live your whole life in a different way. Now that's unrealistic. You can literally spend 5 minutes a day just talking to yourself in your head and ask yourself, how are you doing today? What do you need to get done? How can I be better than I was yesterday? And what's a bad habit that I should quit? One of the most healthy things you can do for yourself is having positive self-talk. Even if you don't believe it, go to the mirror and tell yourself you look good. Tell yourself you want to be above average. Keep saying it every day and work towards being a better you, and you'll believe it. Things like going to the gym, going out in nature, or even just reading a book. Doing certain shit like that will make you glow in a different way. Not even on no funny shit. When you walk past somebody, you can feel it in your aura. Or when you're talking to somebody, you just feel way more confident, even when walking up to girls or just having casual conversations. It stops feeling weird to create eye contact, and you stop feeling like the world is such a bad place. This life shit is exactly what you make it. That's why staying in tune with your emotions and being locked in with yourself is so important. Be realistic with yourself. Let's be honest, we all have bad habits, things that don't really add any value to your life, and they help you live comfortably. Nobody's perfect, but it's the little things. It's the fact that you think in your head, maybe I shouldn't be tapping the cart 30 times a day, or maybe I shouldn't go spend my whole check on shit that I don't need. But it's all a slow, gradual process. It's one step at a time. You're not gonna try to jump up the whole flight of stairs to get to the top faster. You're gonna take 1 or 2 steps at a time until you reach the top. That's how you aim for realistic goals. The small wins pile up and they definitely do stack. That goes for pretty much anything. Money, happiness, anything you can think of. In certain situations where people have thoughts of taking their life or alone time triggers overly negative thoughts, I suggest going to a therapist, reaching out to a family member, or just somebody that you can trust. Those thoughts can make you feel like there's a black cloud above your head, which block off your ability to meditate. In my experience, I went to a therapist when I was around 17 and I thought I was depressed, but I realized I just lacked an understanding of myself and what I actually wanted. And I'm not saying that it doesn't help, because it for sure helps getting an opinion from someone else, but they'll never be able to be inside your head or feel the things you feel or hear the thoughts that you think. I'm gonna leave y'all with some quick points just so you can screenshot it, or it can just be a reminder to you. Alone time isn't the same thing as being lonely. Meditation helps with depression, anxiety, and helps you understand yourself more. Talk to yourself in a positive way. Vibrate on a higher frequency, and just overall keep your energy up. There's too much going on in life to be sitting here sad. Work on yourself in all aspects, mental, spiritual, physical, and anything you can think of, and it all comes back to understanding alone time. Thanks for staying to the end of the video. I hope I helped one of you guys have a realization or inspire you to want better for yourself. That's pretty much my main goal with this channel. I want to inspire people to reach for the stars. I feel like this generation's so negative, and I feel like these kind of conversations need to be had, but usually aren't. And real quick, if y'all can follow me on IG and TikTok, that'd be much appreciated. I'm about to start going live on TikTok. I'm gonna be playing a game, trading, chilling with the bros, pretty much just whatever I do in my day-to-day life. Again, appreciate y'all for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.